أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah Al-Baqarah, ayat number 284. In this ayat, Allah tells us that everything on the surface of the earth or on the heavens or skies belongs to Allah. So Allah is owner of everything. Whatever you can see anywhere on the surface of the earth or on the skies or heavens, everything throughout the universe belongs to Allah. And then Allah tells us about our inner situation, like the ideas which are produced in our mind. So those may be intervention of shaitan also. We call them wasawis or waswasa. And sometimes we call these ideas that may be good ideas also. So all these ideas what are inside our heart or in our mind. So whatever those are good or bad, so Allah said you will be accountable for that one also. And depends on Allah's willing. Allah will forgive or Allah will punish to those people on the basis of their ideas or whatever comes in mind, so or in the heart, so that is accountable and Allah will look at that one, and on the basis of good and bad ideas, so those people who will have more bad ideas, those will be punished, and those who have good ideas, those will be forgiven. But this one, everything belongs to Allah. So Allah is owner. Allah can do anything because Allah said, I can forgive to whom I want and I will punish to whom I want. So everything depends on Allah because Allah is ala kulli shay'in qadir. So this is the message that we got in this ayat. But when this ayat came, then the Sahaba, the companion of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they become so much worried and they started crying, and they said it is not like all the ideas which come in our mind and heart, those are not in our control. So what can we do if Allah is to account all these at the day of judgment? So we can't be accountable about them because we are not having any control on our ideas. So many ideas that come in our heart, in our mind, so just without any understanding that comes automatically, and if we will be accountable about them, then there is no chances we will be so much worried. So they were so much worried, and they came to Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and then the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told them that you should say Samena wa Atana. Samena mean we heard this one and we accepted. So because the Jews before that, when the message of Allah came to them, and they said we heard but we are not accepting. But when Holy Prophet ﷺ said to the companion, they said, Samena wa atana. So they said this one, that we heard the message of Allah and we accepted. So when they said, the Holy Prophet ﷺ became happy and Allah became happy also. And then with the blessings of Allah, we got the next two ayat, which are the special Allah's blessings upon the Ummah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and because of that, so we have been given a special gift from Allah if we are just to read those two ayat, and those are enough for us for everything. And even the this ayat, what is in this one, that our ideas and our that comes in our heart or in our mind, which makes us to be accountable. So because of Allah's blessings, the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, and Allah is happy upon you, and this way, so you will not be accountable now on the basis of your ideas, but you will be accountable when those ideas or that comes in your mind or heart, when they will come into action, like when you will say those one from your tongue, or when you were to do those one with your body organs, then you will be accountable. Those will be written by the angels also. So this way is very important message here we got, and we have to read this one, and inshallah we will understand again. Allah said, Lillahi, for Allah, ma fi samawati, whatever is in the skies or in the heavens, wa ma fil ard, and whatever is in the earth, so belongs to Allah. So whatever is in the skies or in the heavens, and whatever is in the earth, so everything belongs to Allah. Allah is owner of those one. Wa in tubdu, and if tubdu, disclose, if you disclose, if you open, ma fi anfusikum, whatever is in yourself. If you disclose what is in yourself, aw tukhfuhu, or you conceal it, you hide it, yuhasibkum bihillah. So yuhasibkum, you will be accountable, bihillah, about it before Allah. So yuhasibkum bihillah, you will be accountable about it before Allah. So wa in tubdu ma fi anfusikum aw tukhfuhu yuhasibkum bihillah. So, and if you disclose what is in yourself, or you conceal it, you will have to be accountable about it before Allah. فَيَغْفِرُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ, فَيَغْفِرُ, Allah will forgive, لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ, to whom Allah wills. So if Allah wants to someone, Allah will forgive. وَيُعَذِّبُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, وَيُعَذِّبُ mean to punish, and Allah will punish to whom, مَنْ يَشَاءُ, to Allah will. فَيَغْفِرُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ وَيُعَذِّبُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. So Allah will forgive to whom He wants, and Allah will punish to whom Allah wants. Wallahu ala kulli shayin qadir, and Allah has power over everything. So we understand from the first part of the ayat that lillahi ma fi samawati wa ma fil ard, that Allah is the owner of everything which is on the surface of the heaven or on the surface of the earth. So everything which is in the universe, in the heavens or in the earth, so all the things belongs to Allah. So this when everything belongs to Allah, then we are also people who belongs to Allah also. So when everything belongs to Allah, so Allah understand each everything, and Allah knows the psychology and and the structure and function of everything which is living, non-living, everything is before Allah. So Allah knows everything. So the rules, regulations, and the laws are the code of life which is made by Allah, that is solid and consolidated, and that is the best one just for us every time. So whatever we got, the rules, regulations, the code of life, that we got in the form of Holy Quran, and the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the practical shape of those Allah's commands. So those are the blessed code of life for us. And this way, Quran or Sunnah is the best our life rules, regulations, and if we are just to follow that one, then we will be the best people before Allah and the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. At the day of judgment, we will get the best result of that one. So the result will be inshallah paradise. So the main thing is that one, that we have to understand that when everything belongs to Allah, so Allah makes rules, regulations, whatever Allah made rules, regulations, which we found in Holy Quran and Sunnah, those are the main thing we have to follow that one. So if we are just to follow that, inshallah, then there will be a good start of us to be near to Allah and favorite people before Allah, inshallah. So this way, so whatever Allah told us, we have to do that one. This way, because when we have to do anything, before that, the idea comes in our heart or in our mind. So that we call it intention. So intention is the main thing. This way, in every hadith book, the first hadith is mostly written that innamal a'malu bin niyat, that every deed depends on the intention. So if the intention is better, then automatically the deed will be better also, because deeds are depending on the intentions also. So that is the main thing. And intention is the thinking idea that comes before any type of deed. So this way, if we are just to make our mind good, and whatever coming in our mind, we have to look at that one. If that idea is coming from our from the Holy Quran and Sunnah, or that is under the limit of Sharia or under the circle of Sharia, if idea that coming in our mind and our heart, so we will have to look that idea. If that is under the circle of Sharia, then we must be thankful to Allah. And if the idea is out of Sharia, then we have to look the idea. If idea that comes in mind and goes away, just quickly comes in mind and goes away, but idea is bad one, then we have to look at, is that from Sharia? But when we will see that it is outside Sharia and that is bad idea, then that comes for a little moment and that goes away again and comes again and goes away again. So this type of idea is coming from Shaitan. And we call it, this is the Shaitanic Waswasa or Shaitanic intervention. And this idea is from Shaitan. Then we have to read La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim or A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Then if we read it 2-3 times, and inshallah this idea will go away. If this idea comes again, then we have to again read A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim or La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Then it will go away. Similarly, if the other idea that comes in our mind, like we will see this idea which is coming in our mind, but this idea stays in our mind for a long time. But idea is good. If idea is good, you understand that is coming from Allah. This idea is under Sharia. We must be thankful to Allah and we have to do that thing. But if the idea is coming in our mind, but then idea stay in our mind and it stays for a long time in our mind, then this idea is coming from our nafs. Then what we have to do to get rid of this idea? So we have to do astaghfar. So we have to read Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli zambin wa atubu ilayh. Astaghfirullah Rabbi, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. If we don't know anything, we have to read Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. Inshallah, this idea will go away then. Because so the idea that comes in our mind, which is bad one, that is idea from shaitan or idea from nafs. So we have to understand that when idea is coming in our mind, we have to look after in our ideas in with that coming in mind. So we must look at that one, inshallah. Then we have to get rid of those ideas. If ideas from shaitan, we have to say la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim or a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. If the idea is coming from the nafs, so then we have to say Astaghfirullah, inshallah. Then it will be we will be free from that idea. And the idea, when it becomes mature, then it becomes like it comes on the tongue. Then we have to say it. Or it comes to the body part, then body part moves to do that, then it becomes action. So the idea becomes action when idea becomes mature. So this is the main thing, because this way like shaitanic intervention, when shaitan comes in mind and say again and again, so make just coming again and again to make the idea more strong, and more, when it becomes more strong, then it comes into action. So that is very, very important point. Thus you can see you can see the chicken, when the chicken is just to make mature the egg before lying out. So when the chicken will do cock again and again, so it means then the egg becomes mature, then it comes outside, so you can take it and you can use it in your food, like you like to eat egg or something like that, chicken egg. So that is the same thing like that way. When the idea that is in our mind, so the shaitan comes one time, it makes idea, then comes again to decorate it, comes it again, then make a more covering on this one to decorate more good, and then when comes again, so when shaitan comes again and again to make this idea more good and mature, when it becomes mature, then our body part is ready to do the action. So then we have to, the main good people are those people when the idea is coming, they understand the idea and they treat it with the weapon like la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-azim or a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So then idea goes away. So this is very important treatment which I told you that is here. So Allah said in this one that wa in tubdu, and when you and if you disclose ma fi anfusikum, what is in yourself, aw tukhfuhu, or you conceal it, yuhasibkum bihillah, so you will be accountable about it before Allah. Fayaghfiru liman yasha'u, and Allah will forgive to whom Allah wills. Wa yu'azzibu man yasha', and Allah will punish to whom Allah wills. So wallahu ala kulli shay'in qadir, and Allah has power over everything. So this way we understand from this ayat that the message is hard for us at the time of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when the companion of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they heard this one and they were started crying, and then they came to Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and they said, we are not to control all the ideas which are coming in our mind. So then if Allah is just to make accountable about those ideas at the day of judgment, then there will be no chance, we will be destroyed and we will not get the good reward. And what should we do? And they were crying and saying to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said to them, and you should say Samena wa Atana, we heard it and we accepted it. So then they said Samena wa Atana, they said we heard it and we accepted it. So this is the first. When this happened, then Allah became more happy, and then the message that come to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and after that the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam also said to us, like in one hadith, he said that to my ummah, Allah forgave the ideas. So ideas will not be countable now, but when idea comes in mind, so when you are just to make this idea to say from your tongue, then it will be written. And when that idea comes in your mind and you can make it mature and perform that idea in real action shape from your body organ, then it will be written also. So this is the situation which Allah's Prophet ﷺ he said also in this hadith. And in other hadith, the Prophet ﷺ also said that at the day of judgment, so Allah will say to the people that some of your deeds which were not written by the angels, like Kiraman Katibin who are writing the angels, so some of them are not written, like they are just to write down. For example, if you remember Allah in your heart, that is not written by the angels, so that is in between you and Allah. So whatever in your heart or in mind, so the idea that stay there, so Allah knows that, but angels they are not to write that. So this way at the day of judgment, Allah will say to the people, whatever you have in mind, so in your heart or in mind, so I know that one, so then I will make you accountable so I can forgive someone and I can punish someone. So that day will be very hard day for those people also, especially, those people who are hypocrite. Because hypocrite people who are just to say something outside, but inside heart is not that one. So because they are different. So this way, so those people will be in trouble there. And some other people will be also in trouble, like some people you can see in their heart, they are the enemies of other people, but they have idea in their mind or in their heart that we should kill someone, we should dislike someone, or they have the enmity with someone. But when they meet the people, they are like a best friend. But inside the heart, they are different. So Allah knows that one. So those people will be in trouble at the day of judgment also. And some people hate other people, but outside when they meet, they say, oh, we are your best friend, and they love the people. But inside they are with the hatred. They have so much hate inside. So that is the other problem at the day of judgment. They will be accountable also. Similarly, some people, you can see the people who have the bad idea about someone, but when they will meet the people, they say, we are your friend, you are our favorite person. But inside their heart, they have hypocritic behavior. So this way, Allah knows that one. So at the day of judgment, those people also will be accountable, and this thing which is inside their heart, that is the problem for them. And if you read Holy Quran, Allah said, Khatamullah ala qulubihim, then these people who the heart of those people, if they are enriched with these type of things, if they are again and again more and more, then it becomes stamped. Those people are stamped also. And this will be the biggest problem for them is disease in their heart. So ala qulubihim maradun fazadahumullahu marada. So they have in their heart, there is the disease, and Allah increases the disease also, those one. So this is disease mean the hatred, the inside heart is like something against the people, enmity, hatred, hypocrisy, pretendence, or something, greediness, and some their own selfishness. So these type of things which are in the heart, so those person, and they are no good in the eyes of Allah. Automatically they will have to be accountable at the day of judgment before Allah. These people, when they request Allah in dua, their dua is not accepted. Because of the thing the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Allah is not to look at your body, but Allah is just to look at your heart. But in the heart there is a disease. Heart is filthy, because these type of things are there inside the heart. So this way Allah dislike those people, and those people, their request that is in the form of dua is not accepted by Allah also. So this way these people are also trouble. So this way we have to look again this ayat. Allah said, wa in tubdu ma fi anfusikum. And Allah said, wa in tubdu ma fi anfusikum. And if you disclose what is in yourself, aw tukfuhu, or you conceal it, yuhasibkum bihillah. So Allah will make you accountable about it at the day of judgment then. So فَيَغْفِرُ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ, and Allah will forgive to whom Allah wills, and وَيُعَذِّبُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ, and Allah will forgive, Allah will punish those, Allah will punish also to whom Allah wills. وَاللَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ, and Allah, so Allah has power over everything. So this is very important point for us, that we have to look after our inner side also, because at the day of judgment there will be so much problem for everyone also. So but the Prophet ﷺ said, you have to look after yourself also, and you don't worry about that one. But when idea that come into real action, like when that comes in your tongue and you say that one, then it becomes a problem for you. Or when that comes into your body organ and body organ move to act upon it, then it becomes a problem. So the idea in practical shape, it makes a problem for us. So we have to look the idea, and we have to get rid of that idea. I told you the bad ideas are only two types, so from shaitan and from nafs. We have to finish from the idea that coming from shaitan, saying A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim, and the idea that coming from our nafs, the idea that comes in mind and stay there and leave long time after. So that idea, bad idea, and that is from nafs, and we have to say astaghfirullah, then it will finish. If we say astaghfirullah again and again, this will go off, inshallah. So this way the Ali bin Abu Talib radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he also said that this ayat when came, and I also worried about this one, and I was thinking that how is possible for us that these ideas, how we have to control these one, and then it depends on Allah. Allah will forgive or punish. So this way lot of the many companion of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were also crying when this ayat came. So this way, and this is the ayat which makes us that we must purify our heart also. We have to look after ourselves, look after the idea that comes in our mind and heart, and look after our idea that is coming from good idea and bad idea. Good ideas we say Alhamdulillah, bad ideas we must understand and treat them also, so that we should get rid of those one. So those one should not come on our tongue or not perform from our body parts, otherwise we will be in trouble at the day of judgment. We will be accountable, and then who will be there to save us from Allah, because Allah's punishment will be there. So we have to look at our position also. And Holy Prophet ﷺ also said in one other hadith that it is Allah's blessings that for my ummah Allah forgave the ideas that come in our mind and in our heart, but only Allah's grip will be upon us when the idea is coming in our tongue, and we have to say that one, then it will be written. And when the idea becomes mature, it comes into action, then it will be written. So this hadith is in Bukhari, Sahih Bukhari, Muslim also. So this way we have to look after, and even in one hadith, other hadith that in Muslim, and Holy Prophet ﷺ said that Allah said, this is hadith Qudsi, Allah said in this hadith that when my slave make intention to do the bad thing, then Allah commands the angels that don't write it. So until this person is to act upon it. When the person is just to act upon the bad thing, so then Allah say the angels write this one, only one evil practice. And then Allah commands the angels, then when a person is just to make intention to do the good thing. So Allah say, now he made the intention, you write the intention equal to one performed deed. So this way they write down that one. When the person is just to perform the full good deed, then Allah say the angels, now write this good deed equal to 10 good deeds. So this is in Hadith and in Muslim also. So even if the person is doing something, some good deed with sincerity and purity, then the reward is up to 700 good deeds also. So this way we have to look after our mind, look after our heart, and look after our performance, whatever we say from our tongue and whatever we perform from our body parts after maturing the ideas to make them into action. And if we have to look after them, then it will be good for us at the day of judgment. We will save ourselves also, and inshallah Allah will make our this life and other life better if we are just to look at, like, because when we have to look at when we are driving our car or bike, then we have to look after that who is coming before us. So we have to look that if something is coming before us, we have to move, we save ourselves so that there should not be accident. Similarly, if the idea that is coming in our mind, we must understand that some biggest weapon is coming to us and to kill us, and we have to save ourselves from that one. So we have to get rid of that, and so that we have to make our life more better in this world, and that will be good credit for us in the life hereafter, and we will get the reward of that one also. So this way we have to look after our life, look after our deeds, look after our ideas, and when they become mature, and we have to we have to make only the mature those ideas which are good, and then perform them also. And which ideas are bad, we have to finish them before they become mature, just to say La hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim, or saying Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, or saying astaghfar. So that is the main thing. If we do it, inshallah, we will be better people also in the surface of the earth, and Allah will like us at the day of judgment. Inshallah, we will be in the group of those people who are successful people, and then there will be the Sirat-e-Mustaqim that will lead us to paradise, inshallah.